Comrade Chairman. Why, them need to respect the old entertainer. Them need to respect the old member of parliament. Because I want to tell you, comrade leader, that don't tell them, say, don't test Central St. Mary. Comrade Chairman, Comrade, next Prime Minister of Jamaica, Comrade Mark Jefferson Golding. Hail the man. Comrade Senator Floyd Morris, the next Minister of Housing. I want to acknowledge the Mayor of Port Maria and Councillor for the Boscobel Division, my friend and my student, Comrade Wilson. I want to acknowledge the next Member of Parliament for Western St. Mary, Comrade Omar Woodbine. The man who is going to take the seat in Southeast St. Mary, Comrade Christopher Brown. I want to acknowledge the councillors and the councillor candidates who are on the platform. And comrades, tonight is the night for me to acknowledge, to bring to the fore in Islington in Friendship Square here, the next Member of Parliament for Central St. Mary, Comrade Omar Newell. Comrades, we had a long but a wonderful day today. We saw the energy of Central St. Mary come out to show our party leader that we are ready. And that is why I say to all of those who want to come and test Central, don't test us, because you're going to get a backsliding as others before you have gotten. When Skip Horace Clark came here in 1972, he gave Wycliffe Martin a backsliding. And he continued that tradition and passed it on to me in 2002. And Houghton James got a backsliding. In 2007, Lennon Richards got a backsliding. And if he wasn't satisfied, he came in 2011 and he got another backsliding. And boy, he look like he love get beaten. Because in 2016, he come back again. And Jason James come and he get a backsliding. So I telling anybody, whether they name Maraj, whether they name Jamar, whether they name comrades, I said to you, them going to get a beating in a Central St. Mary. Because comrades, Central, a PNP country, and we're going to maintain Central as a PNP country. That the next Member of Parliament will have a PNP country in Central St. Mary. But you know, comrades, I'm not going to be long. Time running out on me. And the party leader have to go back to Kingston after I talk to you and give you the charge. But you know, a newspaper columnist wrote some time ago that any government coming to the people should campaign on their achievements. But this government a campaign on what they are going to do. And when I hear that, you know, comrades, and I listen, I'm reminded of Roger Clark. Dear old Roger Clark of blessed memory, who said in one election when he was fighting the election in Santa Cruz party leader. And all of you know say Santa Cruz is one of the hottest places next to hell. And him said the JLP man come and say, well, I am going to air condition Santa Cruz. Right? And that was a promise he was making to get the votes of the people in Santa Cruz. Comrades, do not be fooled by these people who are coming with all sorts of promises. And as Chris Brown said, with ribbon cutting, with opening road, with opening water supply, when the water now run, comrades. We're not fooled by your gimmicks that you are coming with. Comrades, this election is going to be a serious one. This election is going to be one that is going to determine the destiny of your children and their children and their children. So comrades, they're going to come with the money. They come with the promises. They're going to come with the bags wrapped up with all sorts of things inside of it. But I say to you, comrades of Central St. Mary, and I say to you, those who are sitting on the fence, and I say to you, labor rights who want to come and vote for the better party, take it, but don't vote for the Jamaica Labour Party. Put your vote squarely beside the head. Put it for the People's National Party, comrades. And I say to the leader in Arakabesa, I say to the leader in Anatabe, that when such man will have called the elections, from the border at White River, to Prospect, to the Caribbean Sea, to the border with Northeast St. Catherine where we drove on that bad road to the party leader, it will be orange all the way. All the way. Orange in Western, orange in Central, and orange in Southeast. But the man who's going to take the orange in Central St. Mary is a man and a comrade in whom I am well pleased. And comrades, tonight, I want to present to you the young man, the trained lawyer, the entrepreneur businessman, the father, the husband, the man who cares for his people, who is going to take Central St. Mary in the next direction, in the next election. And I want to give you at this time your candidate, your next member of parliament, Omar Newell. Do well with Newell.
Do well. Omar, what you we out ya? We out ya, we out ya. The future MP out ya. Newell out ya. Only out ya. You will send Mary out ya. Send Mary a my go. And if you dispute, marry you with.
I've decided, because of the judgmental looks from the audience when I tried to dance to the Shabaranks earlier, I will not bless you with my very advanced dancing skills. Comrade Chairman, Comrade next Prime Minister of Jamaica, my General, Comrade Mark Jefferson Golding. Comrade, Member of Parliament, Dr. Guy, my medical doctor when I was much younger. And now I have grown, you have become my friend, godfather of my son, advisor. Even sometimes when I don't take the advice all the way, the advice is always valued. Always valued, and I almost always do. And when I don't, sometimes I regret it. Comrade, Mayor of Port Maria, my brethren, a man who believe in me from the start. A brethren of mine that say believe in me like how Jamaicans believe in a tea. I big you up, sir. Comrade Senator Floyd Morris, my brother and friend. I'm very grateful, sir, for your continued support of me and of my candidacy. I thank you, and I think my candidacy is enriched because of your support and you being a part of the team. And I tell you, You mentioned earlier to the people that I came to you. I want to give more details. I know you're voting PD 46. I do my canvas. I have your phone number in the app. I have tagged your location. And so on election day, I know we won't need to find you, but we do that with everybody. Comrade councillors, comrade members of parliament in waiting, and I tell you, I really appreciate the support of the people on the platform. I couldn't have asked for better. These are all people who I have very close relationships with. Comrade Deputy Mayor Paul Fife, Comrade Councillor Garvey, Comrade Councillor Freeman, father and godfather respectively. Comrade Candidate Danishka Williams, Comrade Chris Brown, Comrade Omar Woodbine. Candice, big up yourself. Comrades on the platform, Comrade Paul Blake. And before I go, I have to tell you that I am tonight endorsing the candidacy of Comrade Paul Blake to be the next president of the PNP Patriots. And so, come here. And so, Comrade Paul Blake, another friendship man like myself who was recruited to the Patriots when I was president, will be the second friendship man who will be president of the PNP Patriots, and he will bring it to new heights. Big up yourself, Comrade Reverend Dr. Blake. Comrades, I come before you tonight not because of any lifelong ambition. I'm not in front of you tonight to check any box, seeking self-actualization. I am here tonight because my life and the lives of my family members have been dedicated to service. Many of you know me. Some nights you can catch me playing domino across the road. Some of you know me as Nurse Murray nephew, and you would know the story of her and her life of service. Some of you know my mother never had a lot, but she decided as her career progressed to give service to Horace Clark High School, to give service through her JAS group and the Bee Farmers Association. And some of you know my wife, another person who is committed to service. She spent 2 years in Canada, could have written her own check and made as much money as her heart could desire. But she returned to Jamaica, the only one trained in her subspecialty, because of her commitment to service. And I have grown up and I've grown into these examples of people who have options and are not choosing Jamaica because it is a last resort, but have chosen Jamaica from the start. And I am from that line, and I am continuing that tradition. And so I am running to be your member of parliament because I come with a suite of plans and programs that I think can advance this constituency and the welfare of the members of this constituency. You see, comrades, I hear some people talking about third term loading. Third term loading. And I've come to realize that the term not loading, it was buffering. And the third term was buffering, and now it has lost connection. And so we are coming to you this evening, and we are the right team telling you to choose Jamaica, because we are the People's National Party, and we have always chosen Jamaica. I'm not going to spend the time this evening talking about who I'm running against. I'm not going to talk about who I run against. The only thing I will say is those who have been taking down our flags. I am giving you a warning. We choose peace Not because we can't do otherwise. Not from a position of weakness, but because we understand that we have a greater role to play in this movement to build this place we love called Jamaica land. So, when you go out and put up your flag, and you go out and put up your billboard, I get the calls and I get the messages, and I get sometimes the cuss out. So we're going to go through and we're going to tear down every flag. But I'm telling you, we're not going to confront them. Because flags can't vote. Flags can't vote. And billboards can't vote. The way we are going to respond to them is we are going to increase our margins. And we are going to send them a message that we not ramp with people in Central St. Mary. Because them running and we have not heard a plan. Them running and we have not heard a speech. Well, we have heard a speech. We have heard a speech. I can't say we haven't heard a speech. And we're still recovering the brain cells from the speech we heard. We have not heard a single plan in terms of how they will move this constituency forward. All we have heard is whining and complaining. And when the things of moment that can move the constituency forward come up, we don't see them. They're absent. When I say town hall meeting call a Southeast St. Mary, Chris Brown turn up and him take on the issues in the constituency. When town hall meeting keep a Western St. Mary, Omar Woodbine turn up and him take on the issues that are concerned in the constituency. When town hall meetings turn up in Central St. Mary, it's only the PNP representatives that you can count on. When we turned up in Hampstead, it's we up there holding to task the people of the Solid Waste Management Authority, including the one where they're on social media, joining with them, campaigning about how parts of the constituency dirty. So when I got up at Horace Clark High School and I said, who has responsibility to remove solid waste in the constituency, they had to admit. So whether the man named Black or Brown, don't trouble me. Because Omar not trouble people. And if you trouble Omar, I want to tell you tonight that I know where every skeleton is buried. And I can find every bone and piece them together and trace them to where they must be traced. Don't trouble me. Mama Pewda said, don't draw my tongue. So comrades, we're running in this constituency, as I said, because we have plans to move the constituency forward. And we are convinced, and we are more convinced, that the incumbent government doesn't have any idea about managing the affairs of a country. For 9 years, comrades, they have not, the Minister of Works has not, the various Ministers of Works have not invested in any infrastructure development in the constituency of Central St. Mary. And I challenge them on that. So when you hear programs announced, none has been done in Central. And in case they want to challenge me tomorrow and talk about the Spark program, I go and talk about the program where them start up a Killancally, where them start dig out drain and decide them go and put tar on the road, and the residents had to get up and say you can't come tar the road until you fix the leaky pipe, because the Ministry of Water have a responsibility to fix the leaky pipes. And so they had to abandon that project, because they conceptualize something where them could just put some tar half-baked on the road so that them can go up on TV like they tried to do when the man did think him no comrade leader constituency, so them can post a video and claim so them do something in a Central St. Mary. Be arms house, them go on with comrade leader. They have not done a single water project to benefit the residents of Central St. Mary constituency. They are trying to persecute you because of your commitment to nation building and to the People's National Party. And we said, done with that. Done with the politics that tries to penalize people because of who they support. We pay taxes too. There was a time when the banana exports from St. Mary helped to carry the economy of Jamaica. And by God, we deserve our partner draw. So comrades, we have plans for your roads and your bridges. Because when Dr. Guy and I took the man we're supposed to call the election, I'm afraid for call it, and showed him the bridge leading to Cox Street, and him said, boy, I'm going to try a thing. Couple months ago and nothing has happened. But we know that Comrade Mark Golding, when he become the Prime Minister of Jamaica, he will release the funds, he will go reverse the curse, and he will go make sure say the people of Cox Street have them bridge once more. I know the people who live in Marlborough and in Esho. I know you're complaining and you're challenged where your road is concerned. And I want to tell you that government sets policy in terms of the usage of tax dollars. And the government of the day, here with all too, and the government of the day has been failing the residents of St. Mary. Comrades, we are running because we have plans for the development of your education. And even before the election call, we are going to start the work to convert the Horace Clark High School into the Horace Clark Center of Excellence for Technical Vocational Education and Training. And we are going to start that by donating a car to the auto mechanic department at Horace Clark High School. So when you picnic them from Highgate or from Port Maria or from Islington, want to go learn auto mechanic or want to go learn electrical engineering, them have a place where them can go. We have a proper car up there where them can go do them thing. We are also committed to building a recording studio up at Horace Clark High School and another one at the Heart Trust in Port Maria. Because Islington produce a whole heap of star, and there are enough more stars in a central St. Mary for Islington to produce. I hope you so Capleton come from. I hope you so Munga come from. St. Mary Marian Hall come from. And we are going to produce the next generation of Capletons and Junior Demos and so on and so forth. We started our agriculture program already, and we're going to expand it. We spoke to you already about our tourism program, and we're going to expand that. We talked to you about our youth entrepreneurship program. We're going to build on that, because the plans that Comrade Leader outlined and the plans that the finance spokesperson outlined in Parliament fit in with the plans that we have for the constituency. And so, comrades, I want to thank you again for coming on the road with us, for giving of your time, for supporting the People's National Party, and for supporting the candidacy of Omar Newell. I want to assure you that Central St. Mary will do well with Newell. And I want to tell you why it will do well with Newell. It will do well with Newell because the next Prime Minister of Jamaica will be Mark Jefferson Golding. And Mark Golding has outlined the plans that will ensure that constituency and parish move forward. That an era of a progressive era will be unleashed in the constituency. And so, comrades, without further ado, for the first time addressing the comrades in friendship, I am going to invite to you and give to you the President of the People's National Party, the Member of Parliament for South St. Andrew, the junglist, the next Prime Minister of Jamaica. I want you to make some noise and welcome to the platform.
Yeah, man. Comrade Chairman, yell up this gentleman here. Comrade Dr. Kenneth Russell, our candidate from Southeast St. Anne, come all the way to be with us tonight. Big up Kenneth Russell. Come on, let's take a seat, man. Let's take a... Comrade Chairman of the meeting, Comrade Dr. Maurice Guy, my friend, mentor. He and I used to sit beside each other in the cabinet. Comrade Mayor, Brethren, Fitzroy Wilson, all of the councillors and councillor candidates here. Enough respect. Candidates. Candidates for St. Mary. Candidates for St. Anne. We now have 2 St. Anne candidates on the platform too. But tonight is a St. Mary night. And I want to tell you it's 3 the hard way here in St. Mary. Comrade Woodbine. Comrade Chris Brown. And of course, the man right here in Central, St. Mary. Comrade Omar Newell. Yeah, man. I've toured all 3 constituencies in the last month or so. And I want to tell you, St. Mary, respect you. Because the PNP energy turn up. And I can feel the victory that is on its way. Comrades, you did it for us in the local government elections last year. And we took back the parish council, the municipal corporation. And that set the stage with 3 brilliant new candidates. All of them excellent young Jamaicans, professionals and business people. People who are committed to uplifting the residents of this parish in each of the 3 constituencies. I feel good that the PNP is moving forward in a progressive direction with the young candidates that we have right across Jamaica and especially here in St. Mary. Comrades, I want to thank everybody who came on the road with us today and those who came out as the motorcade was passing and threw up them fists and shouted power and hail Marky G and make me feel very welcome and comfortable that things are moving in a positive direction of change. And comrades, it's been a long day and it's quite late now. I've head back to Kingston, so I'm not making a long speech tonight. But there are a few things I want to say to you. The next People's National Party government is going to be a government for the people of Jamaica. We are going to be focused on the things that will develop the nation in the best interest of the people of Jamaica. We don't come here for scrape. We don't come here for rip off. We don't come here to enrich ourselves in any way. We are here to do the service that God has called us to do in the name of the people and for the people of this country. That's why we have a progressive policy for the farmers of this country. The farmers of St. Mary right here. With the Agricultural Development Fund that we will be establishing to do for agriculture what the Tourism Enhancement Fund has done for tourism. We want to see agriculture grow. We want to see our farmers empowered to produce. Right now, although they talk about lower levels of poverty and low levels of unemployment, the economy has not been growing. And food insecurity in Jamaica is at a high. 55%, over half of the people of Jamaica are not eating what they should be eating to be healthy and strong. They are suffering from moderate to severe food insecurity. And the agricultural industry and rural development can turn that around. And our flagship program, the Agricultural Development Fund, will provide financing for farmers, will provide money to fix farm roads, will provide storage facilities and other necessary inputs so we can get Jamaica producing, not just for Jamaica, but for other countries in the region and beyond who want to taste the good Jamaican banana, good Jamaican yam, and to smoke or ingest medicinally the good Jamaican ganja. We have a progressive policy for education. We want to ensure that every needy child can get a hot and nutritious meal at school every day, whether they're in primary school or in secondary school. We have the right program to provide a subsidy for families in rural areas so that their children can come to school 5 days a week if they're struggling to find the money to send their children to school because of the high cost of rural transportation. And we have the First in Family program, that if you qualify for university or college and you are the first person in your family to have done so, you will get a full scholarship to take you through university of or college, because we believe in education as an antidote to intergenerational poverty, and we want to give a gift to our people to uplift them from poverty and put them on the track to being the better family and the better Jamaicans that they want to be and will be. So comrades, we have other policies too. We have $1 billion fund in store so that the cultural and creative industries, those who are artists, musicians, dramatists, and other creatives can get financial support to grow them, because we know that this is a business where Jamaica has a competitive advantage because our culture is loved all over the world. And we have many other positive ideas and programs that we are planning to move this country forward. And the country needs to be governed in a way that is building the trust and confidence of the people. Right now we have a government that has failed the people and that has failed to live up to the responsibilities of a moral government of the people. And we're seeing all kinds of things going on in the country that not just the People's National Party have to look out against, but other well-thinking Jamaicans are standing up and saying this is wrong. And we will continue to point them out. We have won so many cases in court against this government, standing up for the rights of the Jamaican people and the Constitution. We have served well in opposition, and we will serve better in government. And that is why I say to you tonight, don't take anything for granted here in Central St. Mary. Yes, it is a strong constituency for the People's National Party. But South St. Andrew, where I am the MP, is a strong constituency for the People's National Party. And I am walking the highways and byways in Jonestown and in Trenchtown and at Gans, because I'm not taking anything for granted. And I want to let the people know that I respect them. Anything for granted, and I want to let the people know that I respect them, and I respect. Come here, come, Comrade Newell, come, Comrade Brown, come, Comrade Brown, come, Comrade Woodbine, come in, come, Comrade Deniska, come, Comrade Deniska, come, Comrade Ken Russell, come in, man. Yeah, man. This is the team delivering the victory in St. Mary, along with our two fine comrades from St. Ann who are here in support. Are you ready, St. Mary, for the People's National Party? Are you ready for Comrade Chris Brown, for Comrade Woodbine, and for Comrade Newell? You sound like you're ready. You look like you're ready. The vibes and the energy there. Comrades, the word is love. Power to the people. Power to the people, I say. Power to the people. One love, comrades. God bless you all.